Hey guys, thank you so much for joining me today. My name is Mr. Taylor, and today we're going to be looking at linear equations part 2. If you saw our first linear equations video, we talked about horizontal lines, vertical lines, and how to find a slope. Today we're going to look at some other types of linear equations. More importantly, we're going to talk about the difference between parallel lines and perpendicular lines. So let's just compare the two. Parallel lines never intersect. It's like an equal sign. Perpendicular lines, of course, intersect or meet at a 90-degree angle. Think of the letter T or a plus sign. Parallel lines then have to have the same slope. Perpendicular lines then have negative reciprocal slopes. Now that's a little confusing. All that means is if one of your slopes is 4, then the negative reciprocal slope would be negative 1/4. You change the sign. So if it's positive, you make it negative. If it's negative, you make it positive. And then you do the reciprocal. That means you just flip it over. So if you have 4, it becomes 1/4. If you had 1/4, it would become 4/1, which is just 4. So here are what the graphs of those lines look like. You can see the parallel lines on the left are the blue lines. They will never ever meet. They will never touch. They will never intersect. And on the right-hand side, your green lines, where they do meet, those two lines form a 90-degree angle. So let's try a couple of examples here. Do you think that these lines are going to be parallel, perpendicular, or neither? All right, so I look at these two equations, y equals negative 3x plus 7 and y equals 1/3 x minus 4. In our first video, we learned that m is the slope. That is the number in front of the x. So are our slopes the same? Well, the first one we have a slope m equals negative 3. Second one we have m equals 1/3. No, these slopes are not the same. Are they negative reciprocals? Well, if one is positive, the other has to be negative. So, yep, that means they're negative. Are they reciprocals? Well, if I flip a 3, it's 1/3. If I flip a 1/3, it's a 3. Oh my gosh, yes, they're reciprocals. So since we have negative reciprocal slopes, we would say that these two equations are perpendicular. Let's try another one. 2x plus y equals 5. And y is equal to a negative 2x minus a 4. First thing we need to do, though, is let's rewrite this in y equals format. It's hard for me to figure out what the slope is if I don't have it in that slope form for me. So I'm going to take that equation, 2x plus y is equal to 5, and I'm going to solve it for y. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm subtract 2x from both sides of the equal sign. That tells me that y is equal to a negative 2x plus 5. So that's how I'm going to rewrite the first equation. I don't need to change the second equation. It's already in y equals format. So ask yourself now, are the slopes the same? Well, in both cases, you can see that our slopes are negative 2, the number in front of the x. So my slopes are the same. What happens when your slopes are the same? Your lines are parallel. Very good. I know in video 1 we talked about the equation of a line was y equals mx plus b, but sometimes I think the point slope form is a little friendlier to use. If I already know a certain point, let's just call it x1 and y1, and I was already given a slope, let's just say that's still m, then guess what? Point slope form just says, you know what, y minus y1 is equal to m times x minus x1. Kind of clean that up just so it's a y equals format, and you say y is equal to m times x minus x1 plus y1. Now I know some of you are thinking that sounds way more confusing. Let's look at an example though to see. Write in point slope form an equation of a line that passes through the point negative 6, 1 with a slope of 2/3. So you can see I am given a point. I already know my x1 and my y1. I'm given a slope. We'll call that my m. If I'm trying to write this in the equation of a line y equals mx plus b, I have no idea what b is. I don't even know how to solve for b. But here, Makes it a little bit easier for me. I just put it in the point and the slope. So we bring down our equation, y equals m times x minus x1 plus y1. Remember, x1 and y1 are your points. So that means we have y is equal to the slope, which is 2/3, times x minus a negative 6, plus y1, which is just 1. So to clean it all up, y is equal to a 2/3 times x plus 6 plus a 1. And now you wrote the equation of a line, and you did it in point slope form. Hey guys, thank you so much for watching today. Hope you enjoyed this video, and we'll see you on the next one. Have a great day.